Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or back to your channel. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, August 11th. Keep in mind, time is fluid, and you can resonate to any of these readings on this channel if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. So Leo, let's start it off with a number for the day to see what number Spirit is highlighting for you. And your number is no way. Y'all, I can't make this up. Yesterday's daily was double zeros. The day before that was 10. And now you have the 3 zeros. What the heck is happening? What? 3 readings in a row. And it's crazy because the 3 readings in a row that you got these zeros, they came out one at a time. Like the first reading, it was 1 0. The second reading, it was 2 zeros. And now this reading, it's 3 zeros. Whoa. I have never, ever seen that happen before. In synchronization back to back to back. That is rare. And it's crazy because I just did your Love Weekly reading that just came out before this. And it also seemed like it was a very rare pull as well. So now you have triple zeros. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all been watching the past readings and you're like, all right, I've been paying attention to the zeros. And now here you go. They go from 1 0 to 2 0 to 3 zeros. So I am a creator is your affirmation. This card says you are one with the creator and there's no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. There's something going on right now with you creating a totally new life for yourself, a totally new vibration for yourself. You are in the process of manifesting and creating something that you have never done before, that you have never created before. Zeros hold that energy. Zeros that's starting from scratch, that energy of literally a number that is like, zeros are kind of like an invisible number, you know, they don't add into anything, they don't subtract into anything. So there's just like this energy right now for you where I feel like there's an energetic portal open. You know, we are upcoming this Leo eclipse, so maybe that's why you've gotten all these zeros back to back to back to back as your numbers for the days upcoming this eclipse. I'm really, really interested to see what number you get for the eclipse day, because this is just too much. You know, when the universe is just giving you so many signs, so many synchronicities, or so many things, you just like feel like overwhelmed. I feel that way because I'm like, wow, I was just not expecting to get for you to get zeros 3 dailies in a row. Like there was not one daily in between that there was a different number. So you're really in a position of creating something you have never created before. You've never experienced it before. So that gives me that your ability to create and your spiritual evolution is extremely, extremely heightened right now. The angel with you for the day is Archangel Gabriel with Speak Your Truth. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. All right, so this angel coming in saying, express yourself, speak your truth, put yourself out there in whatever way, shape, or form, specifically throat chakra energy. Archangel Gabriel does hold. And it's interesting because, like I said previously, I don't know if it was in the last reading or the reading before that, but Mercury, the planet of like the mind, communication, things along those lines, is in Leo now from August 9th. So there could be this feeling of just wanting to express yourself more, wanting to have more conversations. And Archangel Gabriel is heightening that energy for you, saying yes. And I also do feel like with the fact that you have 000 and Speak Your Truth, there could be this new way that you are learning how to express yourself in a more positive way, in a more balanced way. You know, a lot of the times when we create and when we manifest the things that we say, our word is our wand. So a lot of you could be really focusing and paying attention to the words you speak about things and how you talk about things or people or stuff like that. It's like almost like honing in on your approach through communication. So some of you may be in the process of evolving your style of communication around this time. Your quantum oracle is energy card number 2 with planning and action. So get to planning, write things down, manifest, put your energy not only in your mind and in your words, but also put it onto paper. Now, energy card number 2, it just so happens to be there could be something that you're planning right now with yourself, with another person. That could just be the energy of the day, where this card says, yes, get the plans out there, but also make them concrete with action connected to it, right? And that could be really towards anything. But you have planning and action as your quantum oracle for the day. Some of you may be like planning a trip or planning to do something. This card indicates it's not necessarily happening today, whatever you're planning. It could be a future event or future plan. Let's see, your Angel and Aura card is you're ready. Yep, card number 43. Momentum, validation, encouragement, and prepared. So you're ready to take the training wheels off the bike, and you're ready to see how you balance it yourself. Where you may have been feeling insecure, unsupported, just feeling maybe even unprepared to do something. The universe says, no, you're ready. You are ready now. Things have been coming to light for you. You may have this certain epiphany moments, certain things that you finally understand now coming your way, and you are really ready to move forward, and you really are ready to take what you have learned, right? Think about the bike symbolism with the training wheels on. And you're ready to take those training wheels off and say, all right, let me do this on my own. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to not only plan it, but I'm ready to take the action towards it. So let's see what your overall energy is from the tarot. We have manifest with the Magician. I'm really not surprised that you have this card at all, because you have the affirmation of I am a creator, and now the Magician coming through. I really do feel like your energy to manifest is heightened around this time. You may actually, I don't say this very often, but when I see energies like this, there could be like a hyper speed to manifestations right now that the universe wants you to be aware of, where they're like, hey, other times things take a little longer, but I feel like you're in a window of energy. I feel like, I don't know if you're like in a portal or just, it feels like there's something that's open right now. So let's clarify the Magician and open up your spread. There could be something that you have manifested happening. You know, you can see the momentum of the energy starting, especially with planning and action coming through. But let's clarify the Magician and open up your spread. But you are super in creator mode. Leo, this is a very high vibrational time for you to step into new energy, but not just new energy outside of you, becoming a new inside. On the Magician, we have the Six of Wands. So you have manifested a win. Six of Wands is on their horse, taking a victory lap after winning a war. So there is some type of win for you, where you are coming out of challenging times, you are coming out of conflict, and you're receiving an energy of recognition, attention, and victory. Some of you may have manifested some type of recognition or acknowledgement or award or something like that. What's coming your way? The Knight of Cups. There could be some emotional energy around you or some love being presented to you around this time. Your influence is the Five of Pentacles. What is unexpected is the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment coming in. Your advice is the Seven of Swords. And your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. So your advice is to not let your mind play tricks on you. I feel like you've been getting that advice for a while. For the past couple weeks, there's definitely been some type of mental gymnastics you've been going through. And I feel like it's almost like, with you having the Five of Pentacles in your influence, it's almost like your advice is giving you every thought, every like fear or thought that doesn't feel that great. It doesn't necessarily require you to do anything with it. So there could be something that you're trying to like leave behind mentally, emotionally, physically. Let's clarify here. Some of you may get a better job or a job that pays you more around this time as well. Knight of Cups, what's coming your way with the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, the Devil, the Three of Swords, geez, the Judgment card, the Eight of Cups. Whatever's coming your way requires you to release a lot of fear, codependency. There's something here that's coming your way that requires you to leave something in the past. Emotionally, Moon, Eight of Cups. Mentally, Three of Swords. There is something that wants to take form in your reality, but it requires you not to bring the old story to it. Eight of Cups, Five of Wands. See, that struggle, that challenge, and the Fool. Taking a risk away from it. Saying, you know what? I'm just going to trust that it can be more positive. It's almost like as this Page of Pentacles takes form in your reality, it's being matched with, all right, well, this job seems better, but let's see how I get along with the coworkers, or how this happens, or how this happens. Let's see, on the Fool, we have the Six of Pentacles. Because balance is trying to be restored in your reality, but you must give it that faith and optimism, so you do not allow your past to cause self-sabotaging thoughts or feelings for you, or even self-sabotaging action. So as something becomes reset in your world, as luck comes in, as balance starts to come in, you are required to learn, you see, Judgment, Eight of Cups, to learn from your past pain instead of project your past pain. So for example, say you got really used by a past job, or like just a job that wasn't good, and here you are with a new job coming in, but you walk in with all this fear. You walk in and you're walking on eggshells. You're like, I don't know. You're being asked to let that energy go. Five of Pentacles in your influence. Two of Wands, let it go. Two of Swords, you got to make that decision. Ten of Cups, and focus on the happiness. Focus on the optimism. Focus on the positive. Because you have planning and action here, right? And it's an energy card. As something presents itself to you, it's almost like past or old Leo would have planned and took action to protect themselves and to potentially, what's the word I'm looking for? Avoid a painful experience. It's almost like you were planning for it. The universe is asking you something different now. Can you plan and take action towards a positive outcome instead? Or do you always have to plan and take action towards protection of pain? Protection of hurt, protection of this, protection of that. Because the more you feel like you need to do that, you're actually just telling yourself, well, that means it's right behind me. Or it means that I always have to do that. So there's something that your energy is trying to let go of inside of you and really learn from it. There's something going on with not projecting past pain and almost like planning for pain here. Nine of Cups, unexpected wish fulfillment, which could very much make sense why you have the Nine of Cups in your unexpected position, because in what's coming your way is this Page of Pentacles, this energy taking form in your reality, giving you the opportunity to walk away from those energies inside of you that just don't serve you any longer. They stress you out. They cause you to feel challenged. They cause you to feel at war with yourself. They cause you to feel fear. Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. So your unexpected energy is beautiful. Now this could be, you know, a relationship, you know, where you're trying not to project past pain into a current connection. This could be a job where you're trying not to project past issues or past pain in other jobs into this. You know, it could be a friendship. It literally could be any type of situation that once caused you pain in the past, But as it comes in now, the universe is kind of saying, look at that, triple zeros now. Why can't we start from scratch? Why does everything have to be a repetition of the past? Seven of Swords. There's some type of theme here with this. I feel like you're really getting a window of opportunity right now to release and to heal some major wounds. It's coming through constantly in your readings. So I feel like there's something going on here where like I said, I've never seen these zeros come out like this. The universe is like, how much do you actually want that new world, that new feeling, that faith or that hope? Or is fear and avoiding hurt, is that more comfortable? Because, growth is uncomfortable. A lot of the times people are like, well, I'm just going to think worst case scenario because it feels more comfortable for me. When I think of positivity, when I think of optimism, it just doesn't feel that great. On the Seven of Swords in your advice, Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Justice. Balance the mind. Balance the mind. Because there is something about your thoughts that actually make you take action on. Maybe make you speak up or do something. And the universe is kind of saying, not every thought and not every feeling requires you to act upon it. And there's something about this theme coming up for you too. The energy hasn't, I could see movement in the energy, but I can see the underlying lesson is very specific. So your advice is really strong and just allowing. Be positive. Knight of Wands. Justice, energy of balance, integrity. Eight of Wands. That energy of expansion. So when your mind wants to shut down and run away or cause problems, try to feed the other, that ending oracle from that one deck that I have. It's called the Dragon's Duel. And it says whatever dragon you feed is the one that's going to win. So in this moment, it's like, are you going to plan and take action to feed the dragon that thinks it's going to get hurt? Or are you going to plan and take action and feed the dragon that has faith and has hope? Queen of Pentacles as your outcome with the Queen of Cups, the Temperance card, the Six of Swords. There's a lot of healing here. Four of Cups. This is where I feel like you would have ultimately maybe avoided the healing. Queen of Wands. A lot of feminine energy here. And the Lovers. So with all these queens in your outcome, I do feel like there is this indication of softer energy coming through for you. There's a healing to the softer part of you. And that makes a lot of sense because when we try to protect ourselves, what do? We don't have that softness. We have a guard. We have a hard exterior. We have that stern energy. So there's something about this energy that is trying to get you to become softer and just more at ease. So if you're starting a new job, if there's movement in a relationship, if there's love here, if there's something going on in terms of you really just trying to be open to more of the positive and not feed that dragon of negativity and potential pain, you may be very surprised on how much softer you actually become. Now, the Lovers here could indicate that this is happening with another individual, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be an experience, a situation, whatever the case may be. But you are ready. You are ready to take what you have learned. You are ready to learn from the hurt instead of identify it. And that's exactly what's coming your way. Being able to learn from the wound instead of identifying yourself with it. And saying like, okay, we're feeling this way, walking into this new job because of this, that, and the other. But that doesn't have to be the story that this job is. We're feeling this way towards this person because of what I went through there with this, that, and the other. But we don't have to give it that same story. Triple zeros. It could be a starting from scratch energy. It could be a totally new experience. Why does it have to involve you feeling like you have to protect yourself from pain? because it kind of removes the energy of experience and you kind of just focus on the anxiety and you focus on all the things you don't want to focus on. So this is what I have here for you, Leo, for the day in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart. You have Gemini, Pisces, Libra, Virgo. So let's see what your ending oracle is. I'm going to get it from the Divine Masters. Feel the need to use them today. And you have Hilarion. There you go. Divine emergence. Be seen. Let the world know your gifts. And that's exactly probably maybe what you weren't doing. Remember how I was saying that before? Or maybe I said it in the other reading, but I'll slightly repeat it. How would you know if you're healed if you don't allow yourself to be seen in the same type of experience that once, quote unquote, hurt you? So divine emergence. It's time for you to emerge. There's no use of hiding away. Where are you, Hilarion? Okay. Hilarion, also known as Hilarion the Great or Saint Hilarion, was a master healer in the temples of Atlantis and also had incarnations in ancient Egypt. Hilarion spent majority of his life away from humanity because he was a highly sensitive being who picked up on energies of those he came close to. It is said that those who came to his cave experienced miracles, including barren women becoming pregnant and people overcoming mental and other health challenges. Nice. Now Hilarion soul helps light workers embrace their gifts and emerge from the cage of sensitivity. Right? So some of you are just kind of like, hey, I'm just sensitive and I don't know how to not be this way. So I'm just going to hide away because my sensitivity causes me to feel pain. Here we go. Your message is it's time to come out of hiding and be seen. Energetically, you have taken some time to retreat and recharge, which has been highly beneficial for your mental and emotional well-being. But now it's time to emerge. Don't get too comfy or fall into old ways of being, because the old you wants to hide, or old fears of persecution or judgment make you feel like you need to. Oh my God, that's literally in this position. You weren't born to suffer in this lifetime. You were born to surmount challenges and embrace and share your gifts. If you've been holding back or hiding a part of yourself in order to fit in or conform, you're being encouraged to break the pattern and be seen in all of your glory. Yep, and that's what 00 says, break the pattern. That 00 energy of something you have not experienced because you've always been in the pattern. You are a powerful teacher and the healer with the ability to break outworn family cycles and help others radiate their brightest light. Your personal journey shows others what is possible for them. But to do this, it has to be shared. Let all of your gifts be shared. Wow. So there is directly something going on that you are going through that you will actually be able to assist people with in the future. And that can make so much sense as to why Hilarion's coming in with like, now's the time to break the cycle. And that's probably why the zeros are coming through. It's that in-between stage of the old world and the new world. The zeros would be the in-between. They'd be in between of the 9 and the 1. And that 0 energy asks, okay, what am I going to do with this energy? Am I going to break the pattern in this in-between moment? Or is the new world I'm going to step into going to repeat situations from the past world? So you're in this in-between moment and you're really being called to break the pattern. You know what pattern it is better than I do. But it's here, and it's almost like, it's like a, you know what I can see? You know those in Hercules, those little fates, those 3 fates that they take the thing and they cut the hair? I could see that in my mind's eye. And I feel like that could be slightly symbolic of why I am channeling that image right now. Because those 3 things in Hercules were fates, right? Fortune tellers, future tellers. And it's almost like, all right, will you cut it? Will you break the pattern for your new reality? Or will there be a repetition of it? The zeros ask you that. What are you going to do with the space in between? So this is what I have here for you, Leo, for the day. Thank you for being here and for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Happy birthday to all the Leo suns out there. And have a wonderful day or night wherever you are at in the world. Bye now, Leo.